Luka drives. Achua up on Luka. Luka has got him in the blender.
Paul on the ground and then finishes it off. 1, 2. Paul goes down. Curry knocks down the jump shot.
Few things are as dangerous in the NBA as a crossover. It's a move that is difficult to master and sometimes impossible to overcome. It requires lightning-fast speed and whip-smart intelligence. When used correctly, it's a weapon that can't be stopped. There have been many great NBA moments featuring this special, one-of-a-kind offensive move that has quite literally knocked opponents on their backsides, confused about what happened, and left in the dust. Let's dig into some of the best crossovers in league history. Hold on tight, or else you might get your ankles broken. To really understand how important the crossover is, you need to grasp how it works. We can lay it out in a lesson for you, but nothing could better summarize the crossover than this moment.
I lost my breath.
Featuring Kevin Durant. Take it away, Professor Durant.
Range. Durant's got 11. Crank goes down. Durant has got a highlight. KD.
It's all there on display for you. Durant moves with deft precision, switching the ball from hand to hand, and then pulls back to post his shot. This is a classic definition of a crossover, and as you can see, it's hard to keep up with. Poetry in motion. Moving on, we need to take a look at KD's former teammate, Kyrie Irving. Say what you want about Kyrie, but the guy has handles for days, and his crossover game is one of a kind.
Too good.
Watch out, Curry.
Take note of the fact that there are several people in Kyrie's way during his drive to the basket.
Oh my goodness, Kyrie, what a handle.
It doesn't matter. Because of his crossover and dribbling skills, he just weaves right through them. This is part of what makes a crossover so tricky. The opponent keeps his eyes glued to the ball, unsure of what will happen next. But that leaves the ball handler open to multiple avenues to the basket. It's not just fun to watch, but it's also great strategy. Yeah, it's a physical move, but it's also a mind game. Now we have Austin Reeves, one of the best young players in the league. He might not be the most imposing or intimidating guy, but he has a lot of skill and sometimes enough speed and power to outwit even the biggest dudes. Giannis Antetokounmpo of the Milwaukee Bucks is just one of them. Look at how Austin's crossover mastery left the two-time MVP utterly confused and left behind.
Goodness. Look at this shot clock running down. Ooh, left to right.
This is like David versus Goliath, and it's a sight to behold. And it was good enough to get King James up on his feet. You may have forgotten, but James Harden was something special when he was with the Houston Rockets. Sure, things didn't end well between him and the team, but there is a reason why he's called one of the best handlers of all time. Take a look at this. The speed, the control, the ability to change direction on a dime. There is just no stopping him.
His chops. He fell down.
Harden with a cold-blooded three.
It was really hard to not get fired up about Harden back then. The guy could seemingly do just about anything when he had the ball in his hands. No wonder he won MVP. And what about Luka Donic? The guy can score. We all know that. But it's his ability to open up space on the court that allows his deep 2s and 3s. And that space is only made possible because of his crossovers.
Luka drives. Achua up on Luka. Luka has got him in the blender.
Remember when his Dallas Mavericks absolutely decimated the Phoenix Suns in the last game of the 2022 Western Conference semifinals? During that match, Doncic was just laying it on thick with this shot.
27-point lead, down goes Johnson, three, Luka.
They were already up by nearly 30 points, and Luka was still posting buckets like this.
This year, Doncic right there.
Leave them alone, Luka. They're already dead. Today, Jordan Poole of the Washington Wizards is something of a punchline. We can all admit he's going through a bit of a rough patch. However, only a few years ago, he was one of the greatest young players with the Golden State Warriors. And believe it or not, he can create an amazing crossover. Just ask the Houston Rockets.
Off the chest of Poole, got him.
Oh my goodness, miss it.
It doesn't matter if he's at the perimeter or down in the paint. You just can't keep up with moves like that. Yeah, Poole might not be performing like that anymore, but this is a reminder of just how special he used to be. Of course, if we're going to talk about the crossover, we positively have to mention Allen Iverson. The NBA legend is probably the best to ever do it. This game against the Orlando Magic was just one of the many times that Iverson embarrassed his opponents with his patented crossover.
Throw the cards up in the air right now.
Oh, Allen Iverson, what a move.
See, he wasn't bigger than most of his competitors, but Iverson was able to outscore just about anyone because he was able to break their ankles and then cruise past them. Size didn't matter when it came to Iverson because he could skate through the defense and always find the basket. No one has done the crossover better than Iverson. Okay, back to Kyrie Irving and another one of his crossover masterclasses. This one goes back to the beginning of his career when he was still considered a rising star in the league.
The team's small forwards.
Kyrie Irving going to work on Brandon Knight.
Oh, no!
The bucket was bad enough, but then Kyrie hit him with the Too cold, Kyrie. Too cold. He's considered perhaps the best closer to ever play in the league, and this is a major reason why. Kyrie is downright ruthless when he wants to be. Because he played alongside LeBron James and Chris Bosh, people sometimes forget about just how dang good Dwayne Wade was. When the Miami Heat needed a bucket, they turned to Wade, and with good reason.
Wade trying to get on the books. Vintage Dwayne Wade there. Sitting together with a
Count it! Young NBA fans forgot just how regularly Wade was posting shots like this. Man, the Miami Heat were so good back then. Is Steph Curry the best shooter of all time? It's hard to say no when he is pulling off crossovers and buckets like this. As a reminder, the person he just humiliated was none other than 12-time All-Star Chris Paul. Yes, even someone as talented as Paul isn't able to keep up with Curry when he's moving like this.
And finishes it off. 1, 2. Paul goes down. Curry knocks down the jump shot.
The dribbling, the juking, and the crossover move with such speed that even future Hall of Famers are taken down by it. Now you can see just how special the crossover is. It's a basketball move that shakes up even the most experienced players and embarrasses them like nothing else. Few things are as impressive or as humiliating as a great NBA crossover. That's it for our top 10 crossovers of all time. Put in the comments below which one you think is the best. And don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel so that way you get the latest videos right when they drop. Until then, we'll see you next time.